We did a simpler problem last time using the FOIL method. I have another one. This one's going to be trickier. The reason why this one's a little trickier because remember, the FOIL method works great if you have small numbers here. But here I got a little bit bigger. I have a 21 and an 8 instead of having a 2 and a 3. But it's the same steps, just going to be a little bit longer, a little bit more trial and error part on this, but we'll find the answer. So the first step when it comes to factoring, we always said, hey, is there a GCF? Do you have matching set of parentheses? No. Do you have the same letter in every term? No. Do you have the same number in every term? If you had to do a tree diagram, remember this is 3 and 7. Tree diagram for this is 2, 2, 2, and 29 is a prime number. So 3s, 7s, 29s, and all 2s, no number in common. And then the fourth one, the D part, is there a negative in front? No. So you know this one doesn't have a GCF. Always have to check. Once you realize that there's no GCF, then we always told you look at the leftovers and count how many terms. 1, 2, 3. If there was no leading coefficient here, we would say, hey, do the shortcut. That's the easiest method that we learned so far. But if there's a number in front, shortcut goes out the door. Remember, it can only work if there's no leading coefficient. We have a leading coefficient of 21, we have to use a different method. Since we haven't learned the AC method yet, let's do the FOIL method. So FOIL, we had the 5 steps, okay? Again, there'll be a picture of this that you can download and print that out to refer to when you're doing your homework. But let's do the first step. Set up 2 sets of parentheses. That's it. Pretty simple. Step 2, look at the last sign of your trinomial. Remember, if it's a minus, it's different signs, but if it's a plus, it's going to be the same signs. So make sure this and this are the same. Once you realize it's the same signs, does that mean we'll do the 2 pluses or do the 2 minuses? Look at the middle term of your trinomial, determine the type. Since it's plus, that's your type. 2 pluses, same positives. Okay. These are the first 2 steps that you did in a shortcut, so you should have a handle on these 2 steps. Step 3, that's where it's going to be different. Step 3 says take the leading term, 21x squared. First, part A, break up the coefficient, do all the combos of 21. Remember, combos you always start with 1. So 1 and 21. Can this be divisible by 2? No, not evenly. 3? Yes. 3 times 7. 4? Nope. 5? No. 6? No. And 7 is already up on the board. Okay. Now, part B. Choose a combo. When you are doing the FOIL method, there is nothing that tells you, oh yeah, do 1 and 23 versus the 3 and 7. The reason why there is nothing that helps you, remember when we were doing the shortcut method, we said, hey, see if this adds or subtracts to get the middle term. Well, if you add or subtract, you're not going to get 29 in either case. And I will tell you, this does factor out. So what you're going to have to do is just randomly choose one of these guys. So for us, I'm going to randomly choose the first one, 1 and 21. And then break down the letter x squared evenly. When you break down it evenly, it's going to be x and x. Now that we have this broken down, okay, we said the next step, step 4. Break down your last term. Notice your last term is just an 8, a constant. That's fine. You're still going to have to do all the combos of 8, which is 1 and 8, 2 and 4, 3 doesn't go in there, 4 is already up on the board. Again, we have to randomly choose one. There's nothing that's going to get me a 29. So let's choose 1 and 8. So I'll put a 1 here and an 8 here. Now that at least we chose stuff, step 5. Multiply these out to see if we get our answer. Either do a rectangle and do it that way, or do your outer and inner. Because this is called FOIL, I'm just always going to do outer and inner. Outer, remember, are these two guys, the outside guys. Inner are these two guys. 1x times 8, 8x. 1 times 21x, 21x. 8 and 21, 29x. So it looks like, hey, we got a match. If you get a match, then this is easy. You got your answer right here. But occasionally, you might not get the right answer right away. We're going to show you another one where I'm going to have to try different combinations and it'll get kind of exhausting. But luckily, we were able to choose the right combos right off on the first time.